Welcome back guys, today we're diving into episode 8 of my top 10 setups of the day. Before we get started, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel to see more of these amazing setups. Starting off our list very strong, we've got this super unique setup from Splatlam based on the Aurora Borealis, also known as the Northern Lights. As a big fan of vertical monitors, I really like the way they've got a combination of a vertical and horizontal monitor, both below a large horizontal TV mounted to the wall. Whilst I wouldn't recommend having a mounted TV like that if you plan to watch TV at your desk, it's perfect for people like Splatlam who also have a bed or couch in the same room as their setup. If you look below the monitors, you can see a K95 Platinum keyboard with HyperX pudding keycaps that has got some top tier RGB, and it perfectly matches with the blue and purple vibe of the whole room. This setup in 9th place is a lot more woodsy and rustic than our number 10 spot, and it comes to us from usernametotorchsource. The first thing that caught my eye in this setup was the foot hammock under the desk, which is used to rest your feet on. I've not really seen this used too often, although I have seen it a few times before. On the actual desk itself, you can see a nice set of Klipsch speakers with a stack of sheet, headphone amp and equalizers. I'm also a big fan of the salt lamp next to the monitor, as it not only adds to the natural feel of the room, but it also adds a nice red-orange glow. Our next spot comes to us from Boosted Bill 96 with their very minimalist build. I'm sure most of you have already recognised that desk as the insanely popular IKEA Calby desktop, resting on some nice IKEA Alex drawers. On the actual desk you can see a sick NK65 V2 keyboard case with Novel Keys cream switches and Novel Keys PBT keycaps. We've also got the very popular Model O wireless mouse. Next to the monitor you can see another sheet stack composed of a headphone amp and equalizer. The monitor is very nicely backlit by some Philips Hue Play Light bars. We also have a microphone sitting in a fantastic microphone stand that we've seen plenty of times on this channel, the Blue Compass microphone stand. Coming in at number 7 is this awesome setup from dzenber. First and foremost, I love the double monitor setup, which is using a 4K Dell U2718Q and a 155Hz Dell S2719 DGF monitor, and has that awesome Baruto wallpaper spanning both monitors. These monitors are similar to the previous entry as they are also backlit by the Philips Hue Play Light, which provides a really nice soft pop of colour. Below the monitors you can see an Elgato Stream Deck, as well as an NK65 V2 aluminium board keyboard. Inside that PC on the right they've got an AMD Ryzen 9 3900X, GB RTX 3080 Vision, 32GB of Corsair Vengeance Pro RGB RAM, and an Asus TUF X570 motherboard, all sitting inside a Lian Lancool 2 case in white. Nearing the halfway mark on our list, we've got this super cozy build from user disec. Starting out with a little bit of variety for the desk, they've actually used the Goode desktop from IKEA with some Helmer drawers and Olov legs, also from IKEA. In fact, this user is clearly a very big fan of IKEA because they've also bought the iconic Skadis pegboard. In the corner of the desk you can see a Google Nest Hub tablet, which is a tablet that's begun to pop up more and more on these lists. For our other peripherals, we've also got a K-Ford keyboard, a DeltaHub.io Carpio wrist rest, a Grove made wool desk mat in the size medium, and a JBL Charge 4 speaker. For those awesome wall lights, those are the Life X beams, but it's worth mentioning that these lights are currently only for pre-order and they might be a pain to get your hands on. Last but not least, we've got that super comfy looking Secret Labs Omega chair. User tdmarsh has given us another amazing minimalist build with this super clean work from home build. We've got a nice 34-inch LG 34WN80-C monitor with a BenQ screen bar that's mounted to a Vivo single arm monitor mount. Below that is an Apple Magic Keyboard that's sitting on a Grove made medium sized desk mat. Over to the left is a Rain Design M stand that is holding up a laptop, and all of this is sitting on a custom made desk with an IKEA pin-up desktop in walnut and a pair of Alex straws of course. Our number 4 spot comes to us from Youngie15, who's got this awesome cyberpunk setup. That awesome triple monitor setup is done using an MSI MAG241C monitors. And I really like how they've got 2 horizontal monitors and 1 vertical, because I feel like we don't see that all too often. Below the monitors we also have what appears to be a Google Nest hub that's acting as a clock, and it is really lending itself to the cyberpunk vibe this setup gives off. The next setup on our list comes from hollowlol, who is showing off their awesome cyberpunk vaporwave setup. This is probably one of the best uses of nano leaves that I've seen, and it's honestly even making me consider getting some. For monitors, we've got some 27-inch BenQ 1080p TN panels and a 27-inch ViewSonic 1440p IPS monitor. Inside the PC you can also see some awesome Corsair QL120 RGB fans that really helps add to the neon aesthetic. Last but certainly not least is the custom desk that they've painted themselves based off the very popular anime Evangelion. In second place today we've got another very neon build with this really nice setup from gcables. They've got a Samsung 24-inch curved monitor on the left and a Prism X300 monitor on the right. I'm a huge fan of the stylized padding on the walls, which I'm presuming are acoustic wall paneling. They've also got an awesome desk mat from Omnitype, which is a very nice change up from the standard solid colour desk mats that we tend to see. Finishing off our list, we've got this insane cozy setup from CD86. Right off the bat, I've got to say how much I dig the footrests that they've got from Huano. I'm sure lots of gamers would appreciate having something to set their feet on. On the desk, we can also see the incredibly popular Elgato Stream Deck, as well as the Apple Mac Mini. The PC case you're using is the Lian Li 01 1D Razer, which isn't one that we see as often on these lists. Last but not least, they've achieved that nice warm glow under their desk by using Philips Hue light strips. And that's the end of the list. Check out the description for a list of a lot of the gear that I've mentioned in the video. If you want to see more of these incredible setups, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss the next episode. Leave a comment down below on which setup you think should have been number 1.